All right, it's time for a Patron ranking. Top 10 mask in slashers or in horror in general, really. This will be a quick one because there's not much to say really about each of these masks. I just chose them because they're the most iconic and cool looking or scary looking to me. So I'm just gonna go through this list and say what movie they're from. You should know most of them. And yeah, so I'll give a couple honorable mentions also before I get to my number one. So number 10 will go to the Hag Mask in Curtains, 1983 slasher. I believe I reviewed it. It's a okay slasher movie. Just the old woman's face, so it's kind of creepy. And the ice skating scene when you see the mask for like the first time, at least in broad daylight, you really get a good look at the mask in that scene. It looks pretty creepy. Number 9 will be the Ghostface mask from the Scream franchise. And so, yeah, nothing to add. Like, this will be a very, very quick ranking. I don't have anything to say. Like, this is a hard ranking to do. Like, how can I talk for a few minutes about each mask other than saying I'll just sound very repetitive? Like, I chose it because it's cool. Like, the Ghostface mask is cool. It's kind of creepy looking. I just don't want to say that again and again for all these fucking masks because they all have that in common. So I'm just not going to talk about each one really. I'll just sound very repetitive by the end. So the next one is the Chrome Skull mask from Laid to Rest and Laid to Rest Part 2. Unfortunately, we never got Laid to Rest Part 3. I think they were doing some kind of crowd funding for that for a little bit, and then I think the director died, unfortunately. So yeah, we're never gonna get a trilogy, I guess. That's a bummer. The next mask will be the minor mask, the mask from My Bloody Valentine and the remake, and the mask for number 5. What number are we even at this point? I lost count. I don't number this shit. The next mask will be the Jester Mask in Slaughter High, with all the bells jingling, and somehow he keeps like sneaking up on people. Like, how the fuck do they not hear him approaching? And then the next mask is the first one you see in Tourist Trap. I think it's on the poster. In that movie, it's kind of a slasher, and he has like multiple masks. He keeps putting on like different people's faces, but I love that it's like two separate pieces like put together. But the first one he wears is the creepiest in my opinion. All right, so number 4, that's where we're at now. I had to count real quick. So the other one was 5, Tourist Trap. 4 is the Babyface mask from The Hills Run Red. I have not seen this movie in a long time. Saw it once shortly after it came out. Haven't seen it since, but I'll always remember that mask. It has like barbed wire wrapped around it. It's like a baby face. Looks pretty fucking awesome. And so number 3 will go to the hockey mask, Jason Voorhees, from the Friday the 13th franchise from part 3 on. And so yeah, not much else to say about that. Iconic. And so number 2 will go to the Michael Myers mask, William Shatner mask, blank face, pale, emotionless face, the blackest eyes. Great mask. I just wish that they would have used the first movie's mask in every movie somehow. Like, what happened to that mask? Like, why do they have to fucking change it every single movie? Doesn't make sense. So yeah. Now, before we get to my number 1, 2 quick honorable mentions. I like the Sackhead in not Friday the 13th Part 2, but in The Town That Dreaded Sundown, the original and the remake. They both look pretty much the same in those movies. The remake or sequel, whatever the fuck you want to call it, I don't care. Remake, sequel, whatever. The 2014 one and the original, that mask, the Sackhead, looks pretty cool. And the next one would be the mask, the opera mask, whatever you want to call it, and Stage Fright, the remake. That one, I believe, is a remake. It's not a fucking sequel. From 2014, the musical slasher. Okay, so I realized I completely forgot to mention one mask. I thought I had it written down, but I didn't. So I guess a third honorable mention is the drive-through mask. Horny the Clown, his mask. And I just love it. It's very unique. He's got a drive-through speaker for his mouthpiece on his mask. And, it's a clown mask, basically, but it's got like a drive-through speaker. It's like the thing you talk to when you go to like McDonald's. Like, it's got that, and it's pretty funny. So, cheesy slasher, worth checking out if you're a slasher fan. But my number one, the scariest, most awesome mask in slasher or horror history is Leatherface, that mask in Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Which one? I prefer the remake. Yeah. The remake, and then even the newer one, I thought that one looked pretty creepy. But what better mask than someone's face? Like, the fact that he's wearing someone's face is pretty fucked up. Like, that's gruesome and awesome. So that's the best mask in horror to me. Wearing another person's face. Like, you can't get better than that. So that was instantly, like, when I thought about it, like, that's number one. Especially in the remake. I know a lot of people love the original. That mask, probably the best because it's the original. But to me, the remake's version of Leatherface, like, that face that he's wearing looks the scariest to me. I just love how the stitching is on it, and just it's like very rotted looking. It's it's terrifying. So the Leatherface, number one for me. What about you? What are your favorite masks in slashers or just horror movies in general? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, if you like what you've seen here, you can hit this like button and become a subscriber today just by clicking on my cartoon face in about 5 seconds. And remember, it's all an opinion. You don't need to get butthurt about it.